Hello everybody, welcome to a new midweek vlog. So today is a very exciting day. I don't know why I just tried to like sing that. Today's a very exciting day because today we get Maggie. So yeah, it's currently like 10 o'clock in the morning and I think we are going to go get her around lunchtime, so we're just kind of
prepping,
doing final little preps before going to pick her up. Doodles over there hasn't got any idea what's about to happen. Has she?
No.
So anyway, but I'll just show you. We have bought a crate. Well, no, we've not bought a crate. This is Maisie's old crate, but we've like kitted it out. So this on top is the like car seat thing. Oh, and it's got poo bags inside it. And then this is Maisie's old crate, but we couldn't find the old cover for it, so we bought this new cover in grey, and then inside we've put this like little like grey mattress, and then she's got a grey bed and some little toys sat in there waiting ready for her. And then we've got all this stuff on the table that we've bought, so we just need to like take them out the packets sort of thing. We've got this for like tug of war, and this with like 1,000,001 squeakers in it. We've got these cards for like the milestone cards that we just randomly saw in B&M the other week, and we were like, oh, should we get them? It's got all of these, so things like hello my new family member, first toy, first beach trip, first time in the car, first swim. So there's quite a few of these we could do today. Well, we could do first time in the car today. Yeah. We can do like obviously hello new family member. First Halloween is only next week. Yeah, so we can do like 2 of them today, another one next week. First time at the vet, she's already done a first time at the vets, but we could do first time at the vets with us, which is like next week as well. Anyway, but yeah, we got, oh, this is pretty cool that we got from B&M. It's like a microfiber towel, but you can like put your hands in it. So then, do you want to like demonstrate, Becky? Yeah, so put your hands in it so then you can like, yeah, so then you can like dry them when they come in. Becky also bought this that you clip on the top of your phone and it'll like hold a treat, you know, when you're trying to take a picture of them to get their attention.
Because Maisie's a nightmare.
She is. We also got one of these from B&M, a like pet drying robe. Eventually, like when she's like fully grown, we'll probably get her a rough and tumble one, like what Maisie's got, but for now, this one for £5 from B&M will work just as well. And then we've got quite a few chew toys ready for the teething stage, haven't we? So we've got like this one is bacon flavoured. Maisie had this when she was little and she liked it.
She absolutely adored it.
What's this one?
That's a chewy crocodile.
But do we know the flavour? Not a clue.
Crocodile.
I remember this one being Maisie's absolute favourite. That one's chicken flavoured.
It was Doodle's favourite as well.
Yeah, that one's milk.
And what's this one?
I don't know about the blue.
Chicken.
Chicken? No. Not sure. We got her these sausages on a rope because Maisie had these as well. Yeah, we've not got. She's also got a couple of toys that are already with her. Only 2, but there's like a little. I can't remember what they are. Like a little elephant, like blanket thing.
Yeah. And
then like a bear type thing that she's got. And then those 3 in the crate. Yeah. So we're kind of just waiting now to go and pick her up, I think. So the plan is Maisie's going to come with us and Maisie's going to meet her at the breeders, which obviously if you guys have been watching for a while then you know the breeder is the same breeder that we got Maisie from, but they're also family. Like it's not like we're just rocking up to a stranger's house, like we're all family here. So yeah, it's a bit different than like for us. I think it's probably a bit different than rocking up to someone that you don't know, that you're not related to. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, so I think we're going to take Maisie with us. Obviously, her mum lives there and her brother and sister from Maisie's litter live there. So I think that'll be a bit chaotic, but good for Maisie to like meet Maggie there and not here or at mum and dad's house. And then I think the plan is we will go back to my mum's house once we've collected Maggie and to drop Maisie back home, but Doodles I think is going to meet Maggie at my mum and dad's house so that Doodles doesn't meet her here, so then she can't be territorial on the very first meet either.
It's like neutral ground.
Yeah,
it's not
so yeah, so Maisie meets on neutral ground and then Doodles meets on neutral ground.
But then I'm going to stay with Maisie in the car or take her for a walk. So
Yeah,
Maisie's not in the house when
Doodles
Maggie meets Doodles.
Yeah, yeah. Because
So
we don't
many
want,
dogs.
yeah, because we don't want like Maisie to interfere with like Doodles' first meet. If that makes sense. So yeah. But yeah, that's the plan. And then once we've done all of that, collecting, meeting, signing paperwork and all that jazz, we will then come back home. And it'll be Maggie and Doodles here. And I think, so Joe's in work today, all day. Obviously it's half term. Me and Becky have got the week off work, but Joe's in work all day with the girls that she nannies. But I think she's going to come home this afternoon with the kids and meet Maggie, because Joe's not met Maggie yet.
No, she hasn't actually, has she?
She's not.
And
Only
she's
me and
out
Becky have met her.
all night.
Yeah, she's going straight from work tonight to a dance practice and she doesn't get home until about
11.
between 10 and 11. So we didn't really want Joe to meet Maggie for the first time as we're about to start like the bedtime routine. So she's going to come home for an hour or so this afternoon with the kids. Obviously the kids can meet her as well. I say kids, the girls that Joe looks after as teenagers. So I'm sure they'll absolutely love it, won't they? Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, she's got it out.
Finally.
So yeah, so we're currently just waiting
Just
for
making
that message really to say we can go, and then we'll go to my mum's. But before that, I need to take 5 million tablets. And I don't know if I've ever said on the vlog, but I really struggle swallowing tablets, don't I, Becky? Yeah. And obviously I've been taking some tablets for a while now, but in the past week I've added in quite a few supplements which are in tablet form. And so it's just like every morning is like absolutely horrific for me trying to swallow these tablets. And that sounds very dramatic, but it genuinely is. Yeah, I really struggle swallowing tablets. It's like the only thing that I like, swallowing tablets is like probably one of the only things that I genuinely have a phobia of. Like, I don't know, no matter how much I say in my head, like, don't be stupid, you're not gonna like choke on it, blah, 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 everything's gonna be fine, just swallow it. My throat like overrides my brain and just panics when I try to swallow a tablet. And the amount of times I've like spat stuff out, we've had Diet Coke up a radiator and up a wall and all that jazz. But yeah, I am getting better. I used to never be able to swallow anything at all. But yeah, the 2 tablets that I have been taking for quite a few months have been really teeny tiny, so I've been alright with it. Some of these supplements though are obviously much bigger than what I've been used to, so it's just getting used to the new size. But yeah, so that's probably going to take me half an hour because I've got to take 5 tablets and I've got to take this like powder thing, which I should have put in my granola really, but I didn't, so I need to make some cordial. Yeah, oh yeah, we've got a little extended lead. I could have sworn we'd bought the purple. Did we get the blue? We got the blue. Anyway, we got an extended lead. We've got a normal. Have we got a normal lead?
No.
No.
Of course we haven't.
Well, no, we have actually. Yeah. This bag is all stuff of Maisie's when Maisie was a puppy, and there is some in there.
Obviously, she can't go on walks yet, but
no, not until she has her second jab.
Oh, it's got
in
a light.
a week and a half.
No, has it?
And then a week after she's had the second jab, she can go on walks. It's got a light.
No, it hasn't.
No.
Handle adjustment.
And we've got loads of stuff going on outside the house at the minute because our road is being resurfaced yesterday, and today's the last day. But there's just 5 million trucks and stuff going past. Luckily, Doodles doesn't seem to be bothered about it. And last night was Diwali, and we had loads of fireworks going off around here as well. But again, Doodles was fine. We was in the garden and this one firework went off that was so loud, wasn't it, Becky?
Yeah.
But I mean, she was a little bit startled, but then she was fine. She wasn't really bothered, was she?
No.
Yeah, so there's just a lot of the past 48 hours, and I think for the next 48 hours there's a lot of noise going on at our house.
Got plenty of leads.
Let's have a look. This is a bag of Maisie's stuff. Oh yeah, that
Anyone
was
remember this?
Maisie's lead. That lead is lethal. Look at that.
Yeah.
Absolutely like chops your fingers in half.
That was me bargain, that though. That was like £1 in B&M.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm not surprised because it nearly chops your fingers off. No wonder it was reduced to £1 when we bought it.
Tell me Maisie's had hold of this without telling me. Look
Wait,
how
I
little it
can't
is.
see. 1 minute, it's not focusing. There we go. How funny. There you go.
Colour.
Yeah, I think we should take that with us today because I'm not 100% sure if this one that we've bought is going to be too big. I'm not sure if that one might be too big that we've bought, so I think we'll take Maisie's with us as well, just on the safe side.
Yeah.
We've got a little black harness that was Maisie's. This harness actually fits her now, so that's not going to fit Maggie. In fact, it was too big on Maisie, wasn't it? Well, she had that when she had the cherry eye operation, and they said that we had to walk her on a harness. But it was massive on her, to be fair. What else have we got in here? That's the light up collar.
Light up one.
Oh yeah, there's another little harness. That's a cute one. That matches that lead.
Yeah. This was a Phil purchase?
Yeah, my dad bought that, but we bought it too small for Maisie, so he went back and bought a bigger one. He just didn't bother returning that one, did he?
No. Well, that might fit her.
Yeah, it might do.
Quite feels quite rigid.
Mm.
That's pretty much it.
Lots of stuff. She's got a Spirit jersey in here, ready and waiting.
Oh yes.
Little Christmas outfit, the works. Oh right, we're on our way to go and pick up Maggie. We've got Maisie in the back.
Where is she? There she
In the back somewhere. She's attached to a seatbelt. We've just left Doodles at my mum's house, and yeah, now we're en route. It's about a half an hour drive. So yeah, so 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back. So Maggie's having her first like car ride with us. A little half an hour trip, isn't she?
Oh yeah.
Same route that Maisie did on her first trip. And what's funny is that because Maisie's litter was born the 25th of August 2019, and then Maggie's litter was born the 31st of August this year, so basically it's worked out that the same week is we're getting Maggie is the same week that we got Maisie, if that makes sense. Basically that the half term week, hence why we're both off work. I've managed to get it off work. Yeah, the half term week, and obviously running up to Halloween, so it's literally like history repeating itself, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's weird because we picked Maisie up late.
Yeah, we picked Maisie up late,
Which is why it falls equal.
Yeah, because we waited until the half term started with Maisie's litter because we knew we were going to be off, because then we worked in school, so we always had the school holidays off, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to get her. I can hear it. Oh, it's coming this way.
Oh no.
The way. Where are we, Maisie? She knows exactly where she is.
Hello.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, they are so big.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Hetty.
Georgie. Oh.
Is that Waldo?
Yeah.
Under there.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello, big boy. Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Time for Maisie to meet.
Right. Let her off whenever you want. It's all safe from here. Thank you. Wait. wait. Ready? Go.
She looks like she's in the toilet. She looks like she needs a toilet.
Yeah. You always kill the mood, don't you, kid?
Let her have a run round in this thing. She'll be able to sniff their weasel poos anyway, so. Well, this is pretty much all where they be up to.
Oh, you see what? I'm jumping. She's scared of everything.
Maisie! They are big goats.
Oh, you're not bothered.
That Maisie and Maggie time. Maisie?
I think she needs a wee.
Yeah, I think she does.
Babies.
Let's try her down. Let's see how we go. She's really Maggie like back for
Oh, it's a good girl. Hello, Maggie.
I'm gonna go and do pallet seating.
Just an ordinary. That's your sister?
We both share the same mummy. That's a bit cute.
Clever girl, Maisie. Clever girl.
Maggie's running
That's
after
lovely,
her.
Hello, Maisie Moo. I'm going to go through the tunnel. Just take questions from the web.
Where's Maggie
Why
gone?
are you here?
There she is.
Sometimes we'll give them the
It's
tea
pretty
inside.
instant though.
If she's been outside, she's been running around for half an hour, and then you take her into it, she might not go. She might
Wow, Maisie! Is that your
If she
sister?
just woke up, just leave her straight
Thank
out.
you
Do
for the
those,
kisses.
probably not really want to see you.
You got your sister!
Are you going to be nice?
She's wagging.
In the morning, we're doing one before the breakfast, a wee and a poo, eating.
She's not.
Oh, yeah, good girls.
That's a good thing though. Sometimes if you're into good thing, she's just not bothered.
Maggie. Hello.
Maggie! Look at her. It's a favourite spot.
You trying to eat the wood?
Yeah.
Any chance you could fix this?
Yeah. Oh.
Maggie. Come on. Come on, Maggie. Come on. Thanks, Maisie. We're in the shop. Good girl. Oh, you're staying in there.
You're being a good girl. Look at that tail. Are you being a good girl? Yes.
Good girls.
Got tiny shit. She's submitting
Should I get you?
Are you playing?
She's going to have right for the doodles though. Doodles is a proper player.
Oh, she loves playing.
She'll be knackered. 20 minutes of playing here and sleep for 2 hours.
Yeah. That's a lovely picture. Oh, she's like gardener. That's really cute. Oh, Maisie, don't step on it. Bye bye.
Careful, Maze.
It's my fault. She's like,
Are you saying hi to me? Bye bye, Max. Oh, she'll be good. Right, get home while she's still asleep.
We will.
Hopefully she should sleep all the way home.
Right, let's go. I think she might need a wee. Right, come on, dudes. Who's this? Who doodles? Doodles, who's this?
I've just had to
Who is it?
put this box up, so I thought I'd lost her through the big edge.
Oh, good
I'll
girl.
have to get a piece of wood or something.
Good girl. We think she needs a wee.
Yeah,
Maggie.
you can have one in a minute, won't you? You can sniff around first. I don't do it anyway, do I?
How was Maisie with it?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
Do you reckon because she's the same dog?
She definitely knew that it was a sister.
Yeah.
You could tell.
Do you know what I mean? That it's the same. Well, it's not the same dad, is it? But it's the same mum.
Yeah.
Okay. Be careful trying to climb up there. It's too big for you, probably.
Yeah, mate. You might have to put a ramp on this. Do you think?
Oh, good girl.
I wouldn't have thought so. To carry her once now. If she's
Yeah.
coming out.
Maggie.
She's had a poo, but only little. Them bags are massive that Joe died.
I know.
Like the bin bag.
No.
No, you can't do that.
You're not
can you?
going up there. You come back down. Don't let the cat out, Becky.
Hello. I should away.
Not yet, no, she's been sniffing, but
Hello. Ain't she cute?
Not nice. Nice, you okay?
I say, I thought I'd lost her. I've had to put that box up there. She was off. She was halfway through the edge. I thought, oh God, no. I would have
No,
had to
no,
run
no,
down
not
there
going
to
up
stop,
there.
but then
That's
was
it.
Locked up the gate. Hello. Hello.
Start away, yeah.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Yes, oh, she's like Chen. Oh, you're tiny. Doodles, who's this? Oh. She's probably going to leave there now, isn't she? Oh, you're very cute. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello. You're gonna wee wee. You're gonna wee wee. Oh. Hello. Oh, look at you. Look at little tails pop like, hello. Oh. Hey. Maggie. She's smaller but bigger than what I expected.
she's bigger than Maisie was.
Yeah,
And we got Maisie.
That's alright. Who is it? Maggie's like, playtime.
Are you gonna play?
Girls, come out. It don't matter, it's dry out here.
I think it might be a bit big for her.
Should we swap it just for now?
Put it in Doodles' bowl.
There you go. Oh yeah, you can get that better.
Hello. So it's a couple of days later now. And today we've got Maisie, Maggie and Doodles with us. So that's interesting, having 3 dogs. But Maggie's settled in really well, hasn't she, Becky?
Really well.
She's quite easy really, isn't she? Like,
Yeah.
I think because we've got Doodles, so when she's like having those like hyper spells, Doodles is just dealing with it, like as in playing with her, whereas so we don't have to do it. Whereas when Maisie was a puppy, obviously when she was needing all that attention and playing, we physically had to play with her. Not that we don't want to play with her, but it just cuts out some of the times when, you know, you just think, oh, it's nice the dog can do it. Does that make sense? And she's been sleeping quite well at night. So yeah, everything's going quite well, isn't it?
Mm.
So currently, this is the current situation. Becky's got Doodles on her. Over by her feet is Maggie. And then over on my seat is Maisie. What do you think of your new sister? She's not really bothered either way, are you? Doodles likes her. Although she has just bit in your ear, hasn't she, Doodles? She's now not very happy.
She's comfortable.
Here's Maggie. Fast asleep. She's had a lunch, been outside, and then she's come in and is fast asleep. Hello. How are we? So it's now Sunday. It's our last day of being off, isn't it, Becky?
Yeah.
Tomorrow we are back to work and back to uni. Yeah. This week's absolutely flown, hasn't it?
Oh my god.
Obviously we didn't get Maggie until like halfway through the week, but I don't know, it's just gone really fast, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has.
So yeah, it's Sunday. Do you know what? Well, I say this is a crap Sunday breakfast. Yours wasn't. Becky's just had a cookie for breakfast, but I'm having granola and yogurt, which I have every single morning, Monday to Friday anyway. And usually on a Sunday I have like an omelette or something, but I've just got this. But yeah, Maggie's doing really well. I know I haven't really like vlogged much. Reason being is because every day has been absolute chaos, hasn't it? As in like
It has, yeah.
what I mean by that, not Maggie, she's been great.
She's been amazing.
Like really, really good. On the hour, every hour, the plan has changed though, like every single day. Like every morning we've kind of woken up thinking, oh, nothing planned today, like can I have a chill day, watch TV, whatever. No. Every hour's been, oh, such and such is coming around soon, and then someone else is coming around, and then someone else is coming around.
And then we've got Maisie.
We've looked after Maisie like 3 days straight, which isn't an issue, but again, wasn't expecting that.
I think it was just hard.
No. I'm not complaining about looking after Maisie. I obviously don't mind looking after Maisie, but
that thrown into the mix of
when you wasn't expecting it,
of having everyone else arrive, we were like,
yeah, and I had so many visitors the past few days. That's kind of partly why I've not picked up the camera, because
I nearly locked the front door and told everyone to piss off.
you did. You did. And then the cricket club had a Halloween party last night, which we was originally part of the planning of, and obviously should have been involved in, but haven't been for a few reasons, but one of the main reasons being that we've got Maggie. But we did go and like help set up and stuff on Friday, didn't we? So
yeah.
then I couldn't vlog.
Maggie
went to my mum and dad's for 2 hours whilst we went and helped set up. Oh, we had to sort of, obviously you've seen, if you've been watching the vlogs for a while, there's a vlog a few months ago where we sorted the cellar out. It was absolute crazy. We went and opened the cellar door. We'd had the brewery delivery. We'd had another supplier delivery. So that was all crammed in. Like literally you open the door and you know like in films when it's like snowed outside and people open the front doors and it's like snow to the top. That's what it was like. We opened the cellar door and it was boxes up high. So then we had to open the door from the car park to try and start bringing everything out. So we had to pull all the stock that had been delivered out back into the car park. I'll have to see if maybe we can get the CCTV footage to show you and I'll add it in. And then the staff had left 5 kegs in that tiny room that were empty. So that was frustrating because had they not been in there, the stock wouldn't have been piled so high. So if any of you guys are watching this, that's your lesson. Don't do it again. Yeah, so we had to pull everything out, all the stock that had been delivered. Then we had to pull every single keg out, empty and full, because some that had been delivered couldn't get fit in. So we had 5 full new kegs that had been left in the car park, but we physically couldn't fit them in without pulling everything out. We had to reorganise the shelves. Oh my god. So
we had to clean the lines.
Oh, and we had to clean the beer lines because we hadn't cleaned them for 2 weeks because we haven't been open. So we didn't really need to go in and clean them until just before this Halloween party. Oh my gosh, me and Becky literally just had 2 hours of
Mad
world's
crazy.
strongest man.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and apparently the whole time Maggie was at mum and dad's house, she just slept, which is good. So she's going to be going to be looked after by my mum on a Monday and Tuesday when we're in uni. This week's a little bit different because tomorrow is Monday. Tomorrow is normal day. So we'll be in uni all day, and then we both go to work after uni, so we won't be picking her up until after we finish work at like 6 o'clock, so she will pretty much have from early doors until tea time at my mum's on a Monday. Tuesday though, when we finish uni, I don't go to work anymore on a Tuesday. I have the afternoon off every Tuesday now, so I'll then be picking her up like late afternoon rather than like early evening, if that makes sense. But this Tuesday, we've got our first like assessment. So our degree is all like coursework based. We don't have any exams, so to speak, but we are currently doing a speaking and listening module, and we have to do a 15 to 20 minute presentation on Tuesday, and it gets like marked there and then. So this Tuesday, instead of us being in all day, we're only going in to do like a set time to do our presentations. We don't have to go in until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so I reckon we'll be home by like 3, because we've been put into small groups and we'll watch each other's that are within our group, and we're only with Daisy, our friend, so literally we're just watching each other's and Daisy's. So 3 lots of 20 minutes is what,
6
an hour. So I don't think we'll be there longer than 2 hours. So I reckon we'll be back picking her up by 3. So she's not quite got normal routine this week. She has tomorrow, not on Tuesday. But I think that would be nice so that my mum has a bit of more of an ease into it.
Yeah. And she's not going to be there as early tomorrow.
No, because tomorrow, I should technically be in work all day tomorrow because Joe, the youngest that I look after, isn't back in school until Tuesday. So technically I should be working all day looking after him, but because we're in uni, I've said I can't. Like usually I would say I'll just miss the day of uni, but because we've got the assessment on Tuesday, I was like, I can't work all day, unfortunately. So I'm going to do my normal like wrap around care hours that I usually do, which is like 7 till drop off time in the morning, and then like school pick up time till 6 o'clock ish. Sometimes it's earlier. But instead of me taking him to school, I'm going to be taking him to his grandparents' house and then picking him up. But grandparents are only going to have him like normal school hours, and I'll have before and after. Yeah, so, but that's what I'm saying. So because I'm dropping him off at grandparents, I can drop him off like 20-30 minutes earlier than I would do at school. Because I'm going to take the girls to school, because they're at secondary school, and they start at 8:30, whereas Joe usually doesn't start till 10 to 9. So at 8:30, once the girls have got out the car, we'll just go straight to Grandma and Granddad's house, so then I can come home. So usually don't get back to the house till about 9:10, and then Becky hops in the car because we go together now, because the parking at uni, don't get me started, £7 a day. So we go in the car together now, because it was free last year, it's now £7 a day. I mean, don't we pay enough for this course? Then add £7 a day on to parking. Anyway, that's another complaint that we've issued, not just us, the whole class.
The whole class, you mean Daisy.
Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow I'll probably get back to the house about 9:15, so I think we'll both drop Maggie off at my mum's house tomorrow. Whereas usually I think you'll have to drop her off, won't you, before I get back.
Yeah.
I think you'll probably have to drop her off between 8:30 and 9. So then when I get back here at 9:10, you're ready to jump in the car.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes Becky jumps in the car, sometimes I get out and get in her car.
Just depends who's got
One
more
drives
petrol.
per day, yeah. Yeah. If you're wondering why it's so quiet right now, she's in the crate. Because just before we started eating breakfast, we had our Asda food delivery, and that'll be the first time she's experienced the food delivery. Doodles does not cope with people coming to the door. Doodles is absolutely perfect. I'm not even joking. She's just the best dog for like, I don't know, just everything. She just does as she's told, apart from people knocking on the door, and she loses her shit, doesn't she?
Yeah, she
so
does.
she goes in the crate. The minute we see Asda pull up outside, she goes in the crate, and the minute that we try to open the door before they knock on the door, if we manage to open the door before they knock on the door, she tends to be okay.
Until she hears the voice.
Until she hears the voice. But the minute that knock happens, or she hears the voice, she
turns into a pit bull.
Yeah, absolutely mental. So anyway, obviously Maggie's gone in a crate. We've done the same routines what we do with Doodles. Obviously, she doesn't have a learnt behaviour of barking at the door. So she was alright, wasn't she?
She was good.
She did cry a little bit, but I think it was because she was a bit like, what the hell's going on? Because Doodles was absolutely going crazy. But then I just came in and said no to her, and then she quietened down.
And she's been quiet.
And she's been quiet since. She's been in there for about 20-25 minutes now. So when we finish breakfast, we'll probably get her out. Yeah, I imagine she's asleep. I don't know, she might not be, because she slept quite a lot last night, didn't she?
She did.
But yeah, so that's where we're up to. So I will film her a bit more today, because I feel like she's barely been on the vlog.
She is going to Nana Jen's and Grandpa Phil's though.
Yeah, she's going to go to my mum's this afternoon, because Joe isn't here this weekend. Joe is in Blackpool at a dance competition. She's at the Winter Gardens in Blackpool for national sequence and modern sequence, and I don't know what it's called. Sequence. Old time and sequence, that's what it's called. I've never done old time and sequence, but she's at the national finals for that, which is like nationwide at Blackpool. So she wasn't in work on Friday, and she drove to Blackpool Friday afternoon, and we haven't seen her since. But she'll be home tonight, probably, I don't know. She's usually like mid-evening, isn't it? It's usually like any time between 8 and 10 that she'll get back. Depends what time the comp finishes today, and then she'll drive back. And if anyone's local to Manchester and ever driven between here and Blackpool at night time, it's absolutely terrifying, because there's a good hour stretch of the motorway with not a single light. It's absolutely terrifying, isn't it? I absolutely hate the drive. Yeah, so that's where Joe is. So it's just been us since Friday with both dogs, and a bit of Maisie added into the mix, and a bit of visitors here, there and everywhere. Not Maisie, Maggie. We keep getting Maisie and Maggie mixed up, don't we?
I've been calling them all sorts. I'm sure at one point I even called her Joe.
Maggie was eating some plant in the garden. I don't know if it was, well, she does it every time we go out and we have to like tell her no. But when she went over to like, she was like about to like bite this plant, and I went, Maisie, and then I was like, no, Maggie. She's getting there though with that, isn't she?
She is, yeah.
First 2 days just point blank ignoring us.
We've just been consistent. But
we've been, yeah, consistent with like no and pulling her away and whatnot, and she's getting better now. Yeah. She starts heading towards it and we say no, and then she does a U-turn, so she's getting there, isn't she?
And Doodles is being really good with her.
Doodles is being really good. Doodles has been great with her, and then probably the start of day 3, Maggie really bit Doodles. She hasn't been biting us or anything. Obviously she's like a bit mouthy because she's teething and whatnot, puppy, learning, but she was playing with Doodles and they've been getting on really well playing and whatnot, and she did bite Doodles' ear, and she really had it like in her mouth, didn't she? Doodles was trying to like pull away, and you could just see the ear like stretching. So we did kind of have to like say no. And then for a good half a day, Doodles was very wary of her, wasn't she? Yeah. But we've encouraged the play again, and they seem to be all right again now. Yeah, we did have a good half a day where Doodles was a bit like, no, I don't think I like her anymore.
She's quite protective of her. And if we say like no to her in the garden when she's trying to eat the plants, Doodles will go over and like, they said no, you know.
Yeah, she doesn't like do anything to her, she just goes over and like looks at her, doesn't she? Yeah. To say they've said no.
And it's really funny as well though, because Maggie won't go to the toilet on grass and Doodles won't go on pavement.
Yeah.
So it's really funny. So Maggie still hasn't.
No, she weed on grass at my mum's.
Oh yeah, not here though.
Friday.
She's not been to the toilet on the grass here since she arrived.
No.
She will only do it on the patio, which is really funny. But she wees in one area and poos in another. So we either call it shit city
Or poo corner.
or poo corner. And we say to her, go to poo corner, and she'll just toddle off.
You know that if she starts heading over there, we're going to get a poo.
Yeah.
Which is good.
But yeah, Maggie's just perfect, isn't she?
Yeah, she's doing really well.
She's doing so well. She's proper just settled in and just fit in.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
Really
there's been nothing kind of to moan home about. Like
Yeah.
it's been a pretty smooth transition. But yes.
Yeah. So anyway, from a little like movement away from the puppy just for a minute. Last night was the first Halloween party in Disneyland Paris, and very jealous of people. I mean, obviously this time last year we was at the party. Well, this time last year we were on day 2. Yesterday was a year since we travelled, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was on time hop. But yeah, last night was the first Halloween, but they're doing 2 this year. Last year they only did 1, which was the one that we went to. This year they did 1 last night, which was Saturday, and then they're doing 1 tomorrow, which is on actual Halloween. It'd be interesting to know if the Halloween night one, which is obviously a Monday, if that's still on until like 2 AM. I assume it would be, like the Saturday one.
I assume so.
But I bet a lot more people maybe disappear earlier on and don't stay. I don't know.
I don't know.
But then
It
I suppose if
depends
you're on
us.
holiday, then it
Yeah.
wouldn't make a difference, would it? Unless you were local, then it would make a difference. But
Because last year there
maybe
was,
all the
there was
locals
only
would have done
one,
Saturday.
wasn't there? And it was
last year
on
though, I
Halloween.
don't know if you've watched the vlogs last year, but I don't know if you remember us like filming us going into the party, but some of the costumes people wore last year were so scary. Like they were not family friendly whatsoever, were they? But anyway, no, what I was going to say was we're in a couple of Disneyland Paris groups on Facebook, you know, like advice groups and whatnot, and I saw that some people waited 4 to 5 hours to meet Oogie Boogie. Like, wow, dedication. Someone who is in one of the Facebook groups put on at like, I think it was like 4:30 that they'd joined the queue for Oogie Boogie, and the meet and greet actually wasn't opening until 8:30, and that they thought where they was in the queue, once the meet and greet actually opened, it'd then be probably another hour's wait. It's like, oh my god, that is
Crazy.
dedication. But then at the same time, I get it and I understand it if you're like really into Oogie Boogie, because
He
that
never
meet and
comes
greet
out.
only happens at the Halloween parties.
Yeah.
Because I remember when we went to the one in Florida.
Mickey's Not So
That's
Scary.
it, Mickey's Not So Scary. I remember when we went to that, the queue for Jack and Sally
Oh my god, yeah.
was something like
Crazy.
7 hours or something. We hit quite lucky though with meeting Moana that night, because at the time Moana didn't have a meet and greet anywhere.
Yeah.
And she was just out at
She was in the tiki room.
yeah, she was in the tiki room but it was just at the Halloween party that she was coming out for. Not, you couldn't meet her any other time. I think it's different now, I think you can meet her, but at the time you could only meet her at the Halloween party, which is a bit random because she's not exactly a villain, is she? But there was a massive queue for that all night, and towards the end of the night we were just walking past and we noticed that it said 5-minute wait, and we only had one family in front of us in the queue when we met Moana that night, so that was pretty lucky, wasn't it? Sometimes you can get character meet and greets that have these crazy, same with the rides, have these crazy wait times, and all of a sudden they just drop down, and if you're in the right place at the right time you can just walk in, can't you?
Yeah.
Another thing I do want to say, actually, before I shut up, because we are nearly on 20 minutes on this clip, me and Becky are thinking, let me just say thinking, we've not booked anything yet, we're thinking of going to Florida in the summer next year for 2 weeks. We won't be going on holiday anywhere between now and then, apart from Easter, which we've already...
We're not going to go on holiday apart from
Easter, we've already agreed to go to Disneyland Paris with Jo and her little brother Rayhan for 4 days in the Easter holidays. Obviously Maggie will go to my mum and dad's house for both of these trips. Yeah, me and Becky are thinking of try and not go to Disneyland Paris as many times as we did this year. Only do Easter with Jo and Rayhan and save the rest of our money and go to Florida for 2 weeks in the summer holidays. That's the plan. I'm like 95% certain it will happen, but it's not been booked yet because we've not saved up enough money yet. But my question is, anyone who is familiar with the DAS Pass in Orlando, I know it is very, very different to Paris. Any advice, let us know. Like how you go about applying for it and where you like pick it up and how it works and whatnot. I know it works very differently. I know obviously Paris, you can go to the exit of the ride and you just get let on. I know that with, the only thing I do know that is in Orlando, you get like a return time that will be similar to whatever the actual standby wait is. So let's say we went to Pirates and it was showing a 60-minute wait, then they'd give us a return time for 60 minutes. So you still queue, but you don't actually physically have to stand in the queue. But that's all I know. So if anyone has got any experience with the Orlando DAS Pass, I'd quite like to try and get my head around it, like in advance. If you have any advice, let us know. Yeah, apart from that, I think I'm all up to date. And I think we're going to get her out the crate, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait. Good girl. Well done. Clever girl. Should we go to the toilet? Come on then. She's like, I'm still tired.
Are you getting out? Oh, good girl.
Good girl, Maggie.
Come on, dudes. And Maggie. Maggie, come on.
Yes.
No, she's licking her actually. Good girl. Come on, Maggie. Doodles. Excuse me, Maggie, what are you doing? No. Are you trying to get this that I gave you? Oh, look, it's out here now. Maggie. Oh, she's out. She's out. Big shake. What are you doing? Right, we're just doing a little clothes washing session, including some blankets that both Maggie and Maisie have sucked that much that they like smell of saliva. Luckily no wheeze on them though, because toilet training's been going really well. But yeah, so we've just washed 2 blankets. Now we're washing our bedding and some clothes, and then another clothes wash. And then this afternoon will be laundrette time, because as you guys know, we don't have a tumble dryer and it's no longer possible to dry stuff outside, because even if you get a dry day, then it just stays wet all day. Well, it gets a little bit drier, but it just doesn't dry. Yeah, so that's what we're currently doing. But I thought I would show you guys all of the like medication that I'm currently taking. I felt like I might share it with you guys, because some of it's medication that I've been prescribed by the gynaecologist, but some of it is supplements prescribed. They still have to be prescribed though, because these supplements are like, don't know what the word is, but what does Debbie always say? They're like high something. Like, you can't just decide to put yourself on them. Basically, you need
a referral.
You need a referral from a dietitian or a doctor to be put on these supplements. You can't just, like, you guys couldn't just watch this vlog and be like, oh, I think I might try that supplement, like, because you can't. Does that make sense? Like, you can't get them in Holland and Barrett. Anyway, so I thought I'd show you what I've been taking, and Becky's been taking some as well, haven't you?
Yeah. She's prescribed me some.
Yeah, she has prescribed Becky some, because Becky comes to the appointments with me, and obviously it's not Becky's appointment, but she comes to every appointment, and like, we talk to her about how Becky struggles sleeping. So Becky has no issues at falling asleep, do you? But staying asleep, I don't think, I've known Becky for like 11 years. Is it 11 years that we've known each other? Around that.
Wow.
12 years?
No, yeah, 11.
Anyway, she has never been able to like sleep all the way through. She wakes up a lot. Like, nothing wakes her up, she just wakes up, don't you?
Yeah.
And then sometimes you struggle, it takes you ages to get back to sleep. But you wake up roughly around once every hour, don't you?
Yeah.
From getting to bed to getting up. That's not like a restful sleep. And so Becky doesn't really make it through the daytime without having a nap. She's kind of understandable because she doesn't sleep properly throughout the night. So she's also prescribed Becky something for sleeping, which...
And when I do fall asleep, it's core sleep, which means it's light sleep.
Yeah.
I don't fully go into it.
Yeah, she doesn't go into the deep sleep, which is the proper sleep that you need to like be restful. We've obviously found out that because your diagnosis is high functioning autism. So basically, if you don't know a lot about autism, like, you've got this, it's a massive spectrum and everybody's different. If you get the diagnosis of high functioning autism, used to be called Asperger's, it's no longer called Asperger's, it's now high functioning autism, which basically means you can function for yourself. Does that make sense? You don't really need assistance with daily life, things like that. You can basically function. That sounds a bit thingy, doesn't it? But like, your brain is like on overdrive all the time, so that's why she doesn't properly sleep, because her brain can't switch off. Well, it can switch off, but it needs a lot of assistance to switch off. Yeah, so because of, we've now found out that's why she doesn't sleep.
It all makes sense.
It all makes sense now. So Debbie knows quite a lot about all the supplements and stuff, so she's prescribed Becky these magnesium tablets. They are magnesium citrate, I don't know how to say that, and these are capsules. They're absolutely ginormous, aren't they?
Absolutely.
I could not
just open them.
I could not swallow these. You have to take two around an hour before she goes to bed.
Look at that. Massive.
So you take two of them about an hour before you go to bed, don't you? You've been taking them now for about, I think we're on about a week and a half that we've been doing the supplements, aren't we? We're nearly not far off 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
I think so. And have you found them? Have they helped?
Yeah, they've definitely helped. Definitely helped. I can, whenever we go to bed, I've been sleeping till about 4, 5-ish.
Before the first wake up.
Before I first wake up, and then after that, it's kind of go back to the once every hour. But
that's a massive improvement.
But that's, let's just say, from midnight till 4. I've got 4 hours of sleep. It is still only light sleep, but I've not woken up.
No. So that's like, a massive improvement.
And that's just like amazing.
And you've not been as tired in the day, have you?
No.
You're still getting tired, but you're not, every single day hasn't been a nap day, has it?
No,
you've had days where you've not needed a nap.
I've not napped for about 2 weeks.
No, that's true. But this past week we haven't been in work, so like there hasn't really been anything to get tired for, if that makes sense. Apart from all the visitors that we've had. That's true. That is true. Anyway, so that's the only, oh no, that's not the only thing you're on. I'll show the other thing that you're on, because it's the same as me. So she's also got me on this. which is a powder. It's not focusing. I can't like tap the screen at the same time. There we go. Oh, I think Maggie's just barked, or attempted to. She's playing with Doodles. So she's also got me on this, which is called myoansatol. So this is for people with polycystic ovaries. So what it does is, I don't think it actually says on the back, I just have to have 1 teaspoon of it in like in a drink basically, or I can like mix it in my yogurt with my granola and yogurt, which I did this morning. It doesn't taste of anything. It's got absolutely no flavour at all. So most mornings I've been putting it in like Vimto. You cannot tell there's anything in that Vimto, it just tastes like Vimto. So I have a teaspoon of that every morning, and basically, what's she done?
A wee.
Oh no! Have you done a wee? That's because you was playing, and that's like the first time we've left you unattended in the room, isn't it?
That'll teach you, Mummy.
I know, that's our fault, not yours. Should probably put her outside in the garden though. You should have gone outside. Come on, let's go outside. Excuse me, where do you think you're going? Is Doodle's food down? No, it's not. Oh, I thought you were going to have second helpings then, didn't I? Yeah. She did have second helpings yesterday, accidentally, because Doodles, Becky's taking her outside, Doodles had her food. So Doodles is a little bit of a grazer. She does eat 2 meals a day, but you don't put it down and she eats it straight away. You kind of put it down and across an hour she'll eat it. So because we can't kind of leave it down because of Maggie, because she'll just eat it, we've been putting it in a crate for her and kind of getting her to eat it in a crate, which I know is not a normal routine, but it's kind of, if we don't do that then we kind of have to like leave it in the kitchen and then she can't get to it, so it's kind of like depriving her of food. Anyway, so she had her bowl in her crate yesterday and we like properly locked her in it to eat it, and she was eating it. I thought she'd ate the whole thing. The bowl was empty. She came out, we left the gate open to her crate, and then Becky's just walking past the window, and then about 45 minutes later we were like, oh look, Maggie's gone inside Doodles' crate. Then we heard her munching on something, and we're like, wait, what's she eating? Went and got her. Turns out Doodles had tipped some of the food out into a crate and we hadn't realised. She'd eaten half of it and left half and tipped it into the bottom of the crate. So Maggie ate half of Doodles, so she had like way too much food yesterday morning for what she was supposed to have. But I mean, at least it was only extra food and wasn't something like poisonous or whatever. Well, anyway, it didn't really seem to affect us. We were like fully prepared for her to get like diarrhea or something last night for like overeating, but she seemed to be alright, so that's fine. Anyway, back to what I was saying, because otherwise this vlog's going to be very long. Powder. Becky has magnesium for sleeping. Right, the other thing is, so in the morning I have to take this with a drink at breakfast, and then I have to take Provera, which is prescribed by the gynecologist. This is a medication. I have to take one of these in the morning, which I've not taken yet, and this is pure progesterone, which I think I explained what progesterone is in the last vlog, or earlier in this vlog, I can't remember. But I have 10 milligram tablets, so I have one of these in the morning, and then I have to take 4 supplements called Stabilium, because as I was explaining at the end of the last vlog, these Provera progesterone tablets are causing my hormone imbalance to be even more out of balance, but I need to take it. Obviously, I've already explained it. So these Stabilium are a mood stabilizer. They're not just a mood stabilizer, they also help you like focus if you struggle to like concentrate and things like that. So at the minute, I've got to take 4 of these in the morning with breakfast. I'm taking 4 of them and progesterone. Becky's also taking these, so I'm taking them to stabilise my mood, like counteract the side effects of the progesterone. Debbie has recommended Becky taking them for concentration at uni, because she struggles a little bit with noises and things. Our uni is so loud. They're currently building another like building, and it's like directly outside of our building, so we hear like building work all day long. We're also on a main road, so we hear ambulances and fire engines, like sirens going past all the time, and cars. They have to keep the windows open because of COVID, so like all that noise is really loud. Also, the college is directly under the Manchester Airport like flight path, and basically planes that have only just taken off or are coming into land, they're quite low basically over the college, and every 10 minutes you hear a plane either coming into land or taking off. So there's just a lot of noise distraction, and to be fair, I struggle with this as well. Both, but mainly Becky. Like the brain will change its attention to all of those noises, and then you struggle to concentrate on what you're actually supposed to be listening on. So Debbie has recommended Becky taking these to help her focus on what she's focusing on, and hopefully it should calm the brain down from wanting to listen to absolutely everything and just listen on what she's focusing on. We've both noticed a difference on these. My moods have got a lot better. I was absolutely just all over the place with my mood since I've been taking that progesterone. Like, I've just on like an emotional roller coaster, going from being pissed off with people for no apparent reason to then being able to recognise that I'm in a mood but for no apparent reason and I can't break out of it, and then all of a sudden like we'll be watching something on the TV that is sad but like wouldn't usually make me sad, but like I feel like I want to cry at it, and I'm like, I don't get like this normally. So the mood has definitely calmed down taking these. I have struggled a little bit on the odd day with a mood swing that usually pre-progesterone wouldn't happen to me, but it's calmed down massively. So yeah, so they're good. We currently have to take 4 of these, but apparently you only have to take 4 a day for the first 2 weeks whilst you're adjusting to them, and then after that it swaps to 2 in the morning. So I can't wait for it to swap to 2 because I hate taking tablets, and these they're getting to my limit on size basically. Yeah, and then the only other thing I have to take is in the evening I take another progesterone tablet, and I take the mini pill, which the mini pill is a progesterone only pill. Most people that go on the pill go on the combined pill, which is both estrogen and progesterone combined. I'm on the mini pill, which is progesterone only. So I'm getting 10 milligrams of progesterone in the morning, I'm getting another 10 milligrams of progesterone at night, plus the mini pill, which is, I don't know how many grams it is, but that's just pure progesterone too. So I'm being absolutely hammered with this hormone that my body doesn't create, but I'm being hammered with way more than what my body would create if it did create, if that makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, so I thought I'd just show you all that. If you skipped it, I don't blame you, but I thought some people might be interested. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna now take these and get on with it. Oh, and I will put, I don't know if I'll put, yeah, I'll put on screen how much they all cost. Obviously the mini pill's free because it's classed as a contraception. Contraception in the NHS is free. Progesterone is prescription, so that's like what, £9 odd, whatever much it is at the minute for prescription. They'll only give me 90 tablets at a time on prescription, so that gives me like 5 weeks worth, I think, of tablets. So every 5 weeks I'm having to pay £9 odd at the minute. I've been on it since mid-July. The supplements, I can't remember off the top of my head, but they are so expensive. There is actually another supplement that I'm supposed to be taking for blood sugar balance, but I don't want to say I've refused to buy it, but I have refused to buy it because it's so expensive, and I've just said, look, I feel like the priority at the minute is the myoansatol powder because that helps your ovaries work properly, and the Stabilium because I'm really struggling with the mood. I was like, let's just leave the blood sugar one for now, because I'll put on screen how much the powder is and how much the Stabilium is. It's not cheap basically, but luckily because Becky's taking these as well, we are sharing the price. Oh, and I'll also put how much these magnesiums are costing Becky, but they aren't too bad of a price from what I can remember. But yeah, unfortunately all of these supplements you do have to get prescribed, even though you can buy them yourself online, but you have to have like an account that's been authorised by a dietitian, basically. But yeah, magnesium, stabilium, myoansitol. Like a drugstore at the minute. Hello, good morning. It is now Tuesday, and Maggie went to my mum and dad's yesterday. Plus me and Becky were at uni and work and whatnot. Now it's Tuesday. I've been to work this morning. I'm now back. It's 9:15. Just making my granola with my Alpro plain yogurt. I have soy yogurt. This one is soy, isn't it? As they did swap it out, I didn't even check that. Yeah, this one's soy but with no sugar. I have been having the one, like the normal one. But anyway, as they swapped it to the no sugar one. That's what I'm having this morning. But yeah, I was, since like Debbie said I have to go dairy free fully, I swapped out the Greek yogurt to soy yogurt. I don't like coconut yogurt or anything. Like, I know most dairy free stuff is coconut, I just don't like coconut. But I like soy, so we're going with soy. But yeah, I'm just gonna have this for breakfast, and I'm gonna put my myoansitol powder mixed in with my yogurt rather than in a drink this morning. And then after I've had my breakfast, I'll have my 5 million tablets that I need to have. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit, I don't want to say shitty, I'm not feeling that shitty, but I'm feeling a bit like not very happy this morning. And like, I think it's because me and Becky this afternoon have got, well, our whole class, we'd usually be in uni like all day today, and we're not. We're only going in for our assessments for our, I think I've mentioned on the vlog either this week or last week, we've got this 15 to 20 minute assessment where we have to individually do a presentation. Yeah, and it's just a bit, obviously no one really likes doing things like that, do they? So I think I'm just feeling a bit stressed about that. But yeah, I thought I would, like, usually I wouldn't pick up the camera right now because I'm just not feeling like I can like come on and be all happy chappy, if that makes sense. But I thought, no, come on and speak. So yeah, so we're at home at the minute. What was I gonna say? I've lost my train of thought. We're at home at the minute, and then we have to be at uni for 1:15. We're in a group with Daisy, and then so like we'll only present to each other, me, Becky and Daisy. But I think we're going to get there for about 12 and have lunch there so that we're there ready and waiting. So we're going to drop Maggie off at my mum's again at 11:30, and then hopefully we should be back for 2:30, 3. But yeah, let's go and eat this, shall we? It's got my powder in it. Honestly, can't even tell it's in there, which is good. I think if I could tell that it was in drinks and in food and whatnot and it didn't taste nice, then... Oh, shit, that was my phone. Oh, it's okay. We're okay. Yeah, I think if I could, like, tell it was in stuff and whatnot, I probably wouldn't be taking it because I just don't do well with not nice tastes. But it's like, I'm actually so impressed with how it just doesn't have a taste to it. So you can add it to whatever you want. You just don't even know it's been added in, which is brilliant. I'll show you little Maggie. You're just having a chill, aren't you? On the sofa? Yeah? Are you ignoring me? You're having a chill? You like it on that blanket, don't you? And then Doodles is on this blanket over here. On separate sofas. Apparently they were playing tug of war together this morning. Right. Breakfast. Right. Time for us to go. Take you to Nana's. I don't even know if she wants to be called Nana, but we're calling her Nana.
Nana Jen.
I know she doesn't like to be called Grandma. Not that she has any grandchildren. But I think she has an issue with the word Grandma. So he,
Confirmed. Do you like it or not?
Nana's it is. Yeah. Apparently she watches these vlogs now, so you can tell me which would you rather. Yeah. So we're gonna go now, aren't we?
Right.
It's nearly 11:30. We're gonna get to uni for about midday, and our turn starts at 1:15, doesn't it? It goes Daisy first, then me, then you, isn't it?
I mean, you've got to end it on a high, right? I'm the last one
You're
of
the
the
last
day.
person of the whole day as well, aren't you?
Oh yes. Probably phone. We'll just put her till last. We caused a few issues. Do you want me to put your stuff in here?
Yeah, but that's not it. Is that? That's it.
That one.
Thank you. Yeah,
What's happened there?
that's just how the card was, but they can't see that side. I'm reading that side, won't I?
Pen?
Well, yeah, just in case we want one. Lovely. Right, Magster. Let's go. Where is she? She's under the table. Yeah. Come on then, missus.
Come on, Max.
Come on. No, not in your bed, but we're going to Nana's. Come on.